So, Phase 5 of the MCU has thrown a ton of new faces our way, right? And while a lot of the chatter is about the big-name heroes, I think some of the most interesting characters are the ones you might be flying under the radar. In this video, we're not just ranking who's the most powerful. We're going to talk about the stories of the new heroes who genuinely surprised us with their grit, their resilience, and the unexpected ways they found their heroism. Let's get into it. First up, let us talk about a character who pretty much became one of the most powerful beings in the MCU overnight. Geo. When we met her in Secret Invasion, Geo's whole story was about this quiet strength that suddenly just erupted. For most of the show, she was playing it safe in the shadows, totally torn between loyalty to her people and realizing their leader, Gravik, was a violent extremist. Her story wasn't just about getting cool powers. It was about finally picking a side and surviving when everything was stacked against her. And when she finally took the harvest, that cocktail of Avengers DNA, she didn't just get one power. She got all of them. That moment was a genuine shock, making her this absolute powerhouse that nobody, not even the audience, saw coming. The series might have had its ups and downs, but Geo's power-up was unforgettable. It created a character whose potential is now off the charts, even if we have no idea where she's headed next. And then you have the true heir to Iron Man's legacy, Riri Williams. We first met her in Wakanda Forever, but her own series, Ironheart, is where we get into the messy reality of her story, a story about genius, grief, and a head-on collision between technology and magic. What makes Riri so interesting isn't just that she is a teen prodigy who built her own suit. It's that she's impulsive, morally gray, and kind of a mess. Her story shows the pressure of being a genius without Tony Stark's billions, which forces her to make some sketchy choices just to keep innovating. This leads her into the orbit of Parker Robbins, also known as the Hood, a charismatic but dangerous figure who gets his power from dark magic. This conflict pits her logical, scientific mind against something she can't explain or engineer her way out of. Riri isn't some clean, perfect hero. She's flawed and frustrating in a way that feels a lot like Tony Stark's own arrogance and brilliance. But with a whole different set of problems, her journey is about figuring out who she is, away from Stark's shadow. And that makes her one of the realest new heroes in the franchise. One of the most powerful new heroes we've seen in Phase 5 is Maya Lopez, also known as Ekko, as a deaf Native American hero. Her story is completely different from anything else in the MCU. The Ekko series is a raw, personal journey about her going home and reconnecting with her Choctaw roots after breaking away from Kingpin's control. What's really incredible is how her powers are tied to her family history. She doesn't just get super strength. She experiences visions and can draw upon the skills and spirit of her ancestors. Think of it like a sharpshooter ancestor, lending her aim, or a tribal leader giving her strategy. This connection is how she begins to heal from her own trauma and reclaim her identity from a life of violence. Maya's story is a gritty, street-level look at what it means to be a hero, focusing on community, heritage, and inner strength instead of another world-ending threat. Look, if you're liking this breakdown of Phase 5's unsung heroes, do me a solid, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that goes beyond just the surface-level stuff. You might be thinking Sam Wilson isn't exactly overlooked, but I think what people sometimes gloss over is the way he's a hero. In Captain America: Brave New World, Sam is finally making the shield his own. Not as a replacement for Steve Rogers, but as his own man, and he's doing it without the super soldier serum. He's relying on his smarts, his military training, and his incredible empathy. His story is so compelling because it feels so real. We see him wrestle with his own doubts and the massive weight of being a black man carrying a symbol with such a complicated past. His strength doesn't come from a vial. It comes from his community, from his sister Sarah, and from his background counseling other veterans. He's a hero who tries to talk before he fights, leading with his heart. He's living proof that you don't need a serum to be strong. True strength is about resilience and the will to do the right thing no matter what. So that's the list. Phase 5 is showing us that the MCU's future isn't just about cosmic gods and powerful wizards. It's about these messy, grounded, and totally surprising heroes. From Geo's mind-blowing power to Riri Williams' complex morality and Maya Lopez's ancestral strength, these characters are adding a new kind of depth to the universe. They're a reminder that heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes the best stories are the ones you didn't see coming. But I want to know who you think the most captivating new hero is. Was it GOS' insane power-up, Riri's messy journey, or Maya's deep connection to her past? Drop your picks in the comments below. Thanks for watching.